If you were in this role as an advocate and Obergefell was in front of the Supreme Court again in some way, what would be the
So this legalized same-sex marriage in the United States.
vulnerability of this case? What would be the argument against this case, or the argument for overturning it?
So look, Obergefell, like Roe versus Wade, ignored 2 centuries of our nation's history. Marriage was always an issue that was left to the states. We saw states before Obergefell that were moving. Some states were moving to allow gay marriage. Other states were moving to allow civil partnerships. There were different standards that the states were adopting. And had the court not ruled in Obergefell, the democratic process would have continued to operate, that if you believed gay marriage was a good idea, the way the Constitution set up for you to advance that position is convince your fellow citizens. And if you succeeded in convincing your fellow citizens, then your state would change the laws to reflect those views. In Obergefell, the court said, no, we know better than you guys.
This is really just a very nice way of saying that, like, I don't want gay marriage to exist. I mean, I don't really know how else to say this. This is a dumb perspective.
Do, and now every state must sanction and permit gay marriage.
Yeah.
I think that decision was clearly wrong when it was decided.
For what reason?
It was the court overreaching.
No.
Whether the court will reverse it, I will say, so in Dobbs, what the Supreme Court said is Roe is different because it's the only one of the cases that involves the taking of a human life, and that's qualitatively different. I agree with that proposition.
Okay. So, wow, that was really bad. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. Listen, if you're agreeing with that, dude, I don't even know how to start this. Listen, here's the reality. First and foremost, separation of church and state. We know that as an objective measure. That's just how everything works, okay? Second of all, marriage was subsidized by the government. That's it. It's really as simple as that. Once the government decided to make marriage a government thing, it was no longer something that can go under religious rule. Right? If you wanted to make it called a legal union under the government, and then churches could have made it marriage, that's fine. But the reality is that we didn't do that. So marriage, everybody should be entitled to. There's no reason for it not to happen. If you want to create these things as like a equality, if you want everybody to be equal, gay people have to get married. That's it. There's no non-religious argument against why people shouldn't get married, like why gay people shouldn't get married. You have no argument. You could be like, well, they can't have kids. Oh my goodness. So if like a woman's infertile, they can't get married. Like you have no argument. It's stupid. It's a dumb thing. It's annoying. This like idea of like being like, so like, oh yes, I'm being very respectable as you operate in a way that suggests we should deny human rights to gay people is just pathetic. I mean, just own up. Be like, yeah, I don't like gay people. I don't think that they should get married. Don't play this game where you're like, no, well, states should be able to decide, like as if you wouldn't decide against gay marriage. Like it's childish. You're not for gay rights. It's like, that's it. Just
Big
say
Talk
it. Hey, thanks for the sub, brother.
66 just resubscribed for 9 months. Hey, how's it going?
Not bad. I think that this is a really dumb discourse to have. Like, whether we should get... Like, people were like, oh, we're afraid for gay rights next after they got, they banned abortion. Well, they didn't ban abortion, but they overturned Roe v. Wade. And people are like, that's preposterous. Now you have Ted Cruz sitting here, like, exploring the concept of it. Why? Like, what is your problem? This is insane. Yeah, let's talk about gay wrongs instead of gay rights. Yeah, you're so stupid. This is just so dumb. And just because he's being respectable about it doesn't mean that he's not trying to deny human rights. I mean, that's what he wants to do. He wants to deny, like, basic fundamental human rights. I mean, there's no reasonable common ground here. There's no, like, oh, let's do the fence-sitting perspective. What do we think? Well, what do you think? No, you just want to ban gay people getting fucking married. What's wrong with you? I mean, it's just some losership. It's pathetic. There's no non-religious argument as to why we should get rid of gay, as to why gay people shouldn't get married. I don't know what to tell you. If you disagree, you're wrong. You're welcome to come on and stream and look stupid arguing about it, but it's insane. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.